Well, the first black commanding officer of submarine was Pete Toms. He spells his name Tzones, but he pronounces it Toms. We lost Pete this last year in 2019, but he was the first amongst us. He graduated from the Naval Academy in 1967 and went through some very challenging times in the very unique, small representative of 6% typically of the Navy or submarine folks, 6%. And he was the first out there when no one else, no other African American was out there. That itself was a challenge, as it is for any minority in a group where you're one of tens of thousands of people. But he worked hard, not just to deal with that issue, but to overcome it. And part of Pete's attitude was, as he dealt with these challenges of first having to know all these things about nuclear physics and thermodynamics, navigation, weaponry, all those things we have to know to operate a submarine. He had to deal with all this information that he needed to know, and then he had to deal with those other challenges that he had in what we call an officer corps. On a submarine, there's in the dining facility a room we call the ward room. That derives from the Navy days of old, when on pirate ships they used to put stuff they captured, the ward that they captured in this room, and that's where the officers eat and gather. And he was always just the only one there. So Pete viewed that as not a challenge because he was the only African American, but as an opportunity to teach other people what being African American and competent and qualified to operate a submarine was all about. So he's always now and always will be number one. We call him number one of the Centennial 7. He'll always be here as number one. We'll always know him as that. But the man put up with a lot to help pave the way for the rest of us. Just an amazing man. Chancellor A. Pete, we called him, Toms.